Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Everlasting Summer, and we're just gonna jump right back in and see what happens. It's getting nice and creepy now. When I opened my eyes, I didn't see anybody, just like the previous times. So it's clear what's going on now. But, in fact, how could everything he said guide me to an answer? Yes, I'm not alone. Yes, everything reoccurs. But what's the reason for all this? And what is more important, where's the way out? The only useful thing that I extracted from the conversation was that the local inhabitants were not worth fearing. And that was quite significant for me now, since it was much better to sleep in a warm cabin instead of the forest. I sighed and took my things and headed toward the camp. As I was walking, the conversation with my fellow sufferer popped into my head every now and then. Why did I not ask him about the message on my phone and some other stuff? There were hints, after all. Maybe if I had found some details out, I could have drawn some conclusions. However, it didn't seem like our meeting would be the last one. The lights were on in Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. I opened the door gently and went in. "Speak of the devil, here you are," the camp leader said angrily. "Olga Dmitrievna, I'm so tired now, so let's put off the lecture." "Tired from what, I wonder?" "From everything," I snapped rudely. The camp leader looked at me with surprise. I fell into bed without undressing. "Simon, a role model pioneer shouldn't behave like that." "And how should he behave then?" "Well, not like that." The camp leader stumbled for a moment, as if struggling to pick the right words. "He should respect his seniors." "I respect you immensely, for sure." "Simon!" The sarcasm in my voice didn't go unnoticed. "And now I'd like to sleep. Wait, by the way, how far is the nearest town? When does the bus arrive? How can I get out of here?" I asked in a surprisingly calm voice. There was no answer, and there shouldn't have been any. I said all this just in order to get rid of her. "Why are you silent?" "I'm tired. Let's talk about that tomorrow." The camp leader got up and turned off the light. "Yes, it's all just like that guy said." Why did I speak to him so calmly and properly, I wonder? I should have been shivering from horror. The pioneer didn't have much credibility, but I had a feeling that he's unable to harm me. As soon as I thought that it would be a good idea to ask something else, fatigue overtook me and I passed out. Oh look, are we on day 7? Day 7. Finally! The bright sunlight was striking my eyes even through my eyelids. "Hello!" I stretched out lazily and quickly got myself out of the bed. It was 2 p.m. Looks like yesterday really finished me off, and my body required much more time to recover than usual. I had a stroll around the room, thinking of what I should do today. Obviously, my life in the camp would never be the same again after everything that I'd heard from that strange pioneer. And if everything's just as he said, I have plenty of time ahead. I grabbed my hygiene kit and went outside. I managed to take only a couple of steps as somebody ran into my back. I turned around and saw Alyssa. "Hey, be careful," she said indifferently and ran on her way. She held some kind of bag in her hands. Whatever. Yet another ordinary day in this crazy place. I finished brushing my teeth and then spent an eternity washing my face with ice-cold water to bring myself to my senses and refresh my head at least a bit. I felt a bit better after that. Suddenly, hope struck me from nowhere. It wasn't a hope that I'd be likely to leave this place safely. Rather, I just didn't want to believe that everything is as bad as that guy told me. "Good morning. Yo, mother of Gaia." I heard a faint voice coming from the woods. Someone stood behind a tree. "Morning. Are you ready?" "Ready for what?" I looked again, and it seemed like it was the pioneer from the bus stop yesterday. Indeed, I was prepared for such weirdness today, so I wasn't really surprised and started this conversation quite clear-headed. You didn't believe him, did you? What are you talking about? Everything that he said. All right, but what is your opinion on what is happening? I'd already distanced myself from the outside world and decided to treat everything happening to me just like a fictional film, not reality. Hopefully, it would give me more room to move around in terms of situational logic analysis. There is an exit. There has to be, he said excitedly. I don't know, but I'd like to believe that too. If you just... Simon! Poof! I turned around. Slavia was standing right next to me. Who are you talking to? No one. Just talking to myself. Ba-dum-bum. I hardly think it's worth telling her about aliens from parallel worlds. She probably can't even see them anyway. Have you prepared already? Prepared for another hike? No. Today's the last day of the session. What? A stupid smile settled on my face. There will be a bus this evening. We're leaving. Holy cow. I was ready for even the most incredible of twists, but was this what that mysterious pioneer was talking about? Probably was. Apparently, I'll have to go for a second lap and live yet another week in this camp. Yay, I can make decisions I didn't make before. This is going to be a long game. But this time I know everything. I haven't packed yet. It's not like I have much to pack anyway. Okay. Slavia shifted her gaze. She seemed like she wanted to say something, but hesitated. Well, see you then. Yeah. I had to ask when we're leaving, at least. I went to the square with the intention of discovering that. There's got to be someone I know here. But believe it or not, there was only Genda waiting for me at the square. Probably all the pioneers are busy with packing. I took a seat on the bench and just stared at the sky. Turns out that today, I just have to wait for the departure, pass out on the bus, and wake up in this camp again, just like the first day. Everything was drowning in silence. It's exactly that time of a summer day when the sun seems stuck in the sky. The birds and crickets have gone for an after-lunch doze, and the wind is saving its energy to deliver long-awaited coolness to people in that evening. It suddenly crossed my mind that I haven't just missed lunch, but I haven't had any breakfast either. It was ridiculous to search for anything in the canteen. The pioneers had surely cleaned up everything just before the departure. I scratched my head and made my way to Olga Dmitrievna's cabin. Surely there should be something edible in the tables drawer. Someone called for me just as I approached the door. Shuriken Electronics swiftly approached the cabin. Are you already packed up? Already packed up, I answered, imitating him. You haven't quite been yourself the last few days. What makes you say that? How should I know? You'd know better. I mean, why are you so concerned? No reason. A real pioneer always treats a comrade's problems as his own. I cast a skeptical look at him. Thanks for your concern. I'm fine. There actually was half a loaf of stale bread and a piece of smoked sausage in the drawer. I ate everything with deliberate pleasure, washing it down with smelly water that Olga Dmitrievna probably used to water the plants. Oh! Just as I finished, someone started knocking on the door. Come in. Yelena rushed into the room. Oh, it's just you, she said disappointedly. And who did you expect to see? A circus complete with bears? Yelena giggled. Where's Olga Dmitrievna? Don't know. I shrugged. Why not? I don't know because I don't know. What do you want from her anyway? Got to ask her something before the departure. Okay, I'll tell her that you were searching for her if I see her. By the way, why aren't you packing up? Like I have much to pack? Well, see you. She cracked a sly smile and bounded out the cabin, slamming the door behind her. And still, it's really strange that nobody seems to be puzzled by the sudden departure. And why am I the only one who is not expecting it? Like, everyone really cares if I've packed my things up. as well as that, doesn't anyone care that this is the last time we're seeing each other? The words of that guy in the forest yesterday about all the camp's tenants being unreal suddenly sprang into my mind. Well, right now, I'm more ready to believe it than ever. The desk drawer where I found my breakfast contained lots of odds and ends. I grabbed a pencil and a piece of paper, examined them for some time, and then slipped them into my pocket. Just in case. I had no intention of watching over all the pioneers running around and packing, so I just lay on my bed and didn't even notice how I dazed off. It was somebody's voice that woke me up. A familiar pioneer was sitting directly opposite with his back to me. I'd gotten used to him a bit since yesterday, and it even seemed that I stopped fearing him. Hey, why do you always hide your face? Because you shouldn't see it. If you say so. I wasn't in a position to argue. So what are you going to reveal this time? You already know that it's the last day of the session, don't you? Yep. And you've already spoken with that one? Yep. So what did he tell you? Nothing special. He said there's an exit out of here. The pioneer burst into laughter. Yeah, I believed that ages ago. And now? And what is now? I have my past, my life back then. He stopped talking for some time. Anyway, it was all a long while ago, so I don't really remember. The future is all the same. Loops, 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 repetitions of the same story. Where is this now? Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not yet as lost in time as you are. Oh, that's nothing. That'll come with time. He broke into diabolic laughter. There's just one thing I don't understand. What's your reason for coming to me? What do you expect to achieve? Me? Nothing, really. So why did you come, then? It's just because you, him, and others like us are the only real people around here. Given everything he'd said to me already, I just wasn't ready to believe that all the local tenants are just puppets in some kind of hellish stage play. Are you sure that you're right? Right about what? Well, that you're right about everything. I can't be right or wrong. I didn't choose this world. I didn't throw myself into it. I'm just here. And you're just here. Listen, I've already got a headache from your philosophizing. I was kind of puzzled myself as to why I was so calm talking to this mysterious pioneer. Well, here it is, right in front of me. All the fantasy and delivery that's happened in this camp. Here it is, an explanation, at least a partial one, for how I got here. Here they are, the answers I've searched for such a long time. On the other hand, my behavior was quite logical. While I couldn't quite explain what was happening, this cuckoo guy just talked and talked. But it's not like his words changed anything. That's when the point of Then what's the point of listening to him? Oh no, you will soon understand everything yourself. Bye. Somebody was knocking at the door. I got up to open it. It was Slavia on the doorstep. You come to see Olga Dmitrievna? No. Come in, then. I was 100% sure that the pioneer had already disappeared. Turns out I was right. Slavia took a seat on the bed, and I snuggled against the wardrobe in the far corner of the room. She was distinctly nervous. Did something happen? Not really. It's just today's the last day. Well, I'm already aware. Better late than never. Well, so I thought, we probably won't see each other ever again. It's a small world, as they say. But maybe you would give me your address to write letters? I would have, if I only knew it myself. You know, let's do it the other way around. You give me your address. I'll definitely write you upon my arrival. But why don't you want to give out yours? Well, we were just about to move, so you never know. It's better if I write to you. I tried to put on my cutest smile and make my story look more credible. Okay, it's fine then. Slavia got up and seemed to be leaving. Hey, wait, what about the address? Let's do it later. An expression of sorrow and disappointment crossed her face. I just shut the door and right then heard a spiteful voice of the pioneer from behind. Well, happy now? You've hurt the girl. What have I hurt her with? What should I have said to her? My dear, write to me. My dear, write to my dear granny in the village? Or should I have left her the address of a house that's probably not even built yet? So what? I am not my brother's keeper? It's your world, not mine. I'll manage somehow in my own. That phrase really made me squirm. You know what? I didn't manage to finish the phrase. Someone was knocking at the door again. Come in. Ilana flew into the cabin. Why the rush, milady? I made an excessively showy bow. Me? I'm just... Her eyes darted about cautiously, and her cheeks were blushed. Just wanted to say goodbye. There will be some time for that anyway. After all, we'll be going on the same bus. Yeah, you're right, but it's kind of embarrassing in front of everybody. Oh, so there's something that you can be embarrassed by. I laughed. She pouted. I just wanted to tell you that you aren't a douche, really. In fact, you're almost a cool guy. Her words astonished me. Well, thanks. You're good to hang out with, too. Well, that's that. She rushed outside, slamming the door loudly. Hey, didn't expect that from her? Did you? I got nothing to do with that, I told you. It really looks like you knew what she will say. Maybe I did, maybe not. You just came here to mock me? I started to lose my temper. That idea had also crossed my mind. Then why the hell are you hanging around here? If I ever need a man to comment on all my actions, I'll hire a professional psychologist. You think that after all this time, I don't qualify as one? My estimation is that all the time here, you've definitely gone bananas. All psychologists are freaks. Yes, but not all freaks are psychologists. He laughed out loud. A sense of humor, how encouraging. Frankly, your jokes are fairly lame. Who are you laughing at? At yourself? Listen, if you've got nothing to do in your own world, go and bug the second one. And have you got anything to do in your world? The pioneer sharply countered. You know, I'll find out what to do. I'll pack my things, leave this camp, and then what? And then what? Like I know. I've never been in such a situation before, believe it or not. It's just that you've forgotten that you won't be able to leave the camp. Yeah, he was right on this matter. Probably. Okay, I'm going to call it there, because I've got packing and things that I need to do before leaving for New York. So I'm logging off now. And remember, do something nice for a stranger today. It may just save their life.